The day had finally come. The twin cities of Zaretha and Earth stood linked by shimmering teleport gates, glowing with the light of hope and unity. The wedding of Princess Kira and Liam Carter was not just a ceremony, it was a symbol for the whole galaxy. The Grand Hall was filled with people from many worlds. Aliens with glowing skin and humans with bright eyes sat side by side. The air buzzed with excitement and nervous energy. For many, this was the start of a new era. Kira wore a simple but elegant dress woven from Zaretha's glowing threads. Liam wore a suit from Earth, tailored with care. They stood together at the altar, hands joined. Queen Valora smiled proudly. This marriage is more than love. It is a promise of peace. Suddenly, alarms blared through the city. Outside, stealth. Ships from the Zelari Empire appeared, dark and silent as shadows. The enemy was here to stop the wedding and destroy the alliance. Panic rippled through the crowd. But Kira raised her hand. Using her psychic power, she sent a calm wave across the room. "Do not fear," she said firmly. "We stand together." Liam nodded, stepping forward. "Together, we are stronger." The two led the people outside. Instead of fighting with weapons, they used the new quantum shield, built by Earth and Zaretha scientists. The shield created a bright dome of light protecting the cities, the enemy. Ships fired. Their weapons bounced harmlessly off the shield. Kira and Liam's voices joined in a broadcast across the galaxy. "Let all worlds see. Peace is stronger than war. We stand united." The message inspired other planets to join the alliance. The Zelari Empire found itself surrounded and outmatched. Their plan failed. After hours, the enemy ships retreated. The crowd cheered loudly. Back inside, the wedding resumed with even more joy. Kira looked at Liam and smiled. "Maybe marrying a human is not so bad." Liam squeezed her hand. "Maybe it is just the beginning." As they exchanged vows, stars twinkled brightly in the sky above, shining down on a new future, one built on trust, courage, and the power of two very different worlds coming together. The great silver ship glided through space, carrying Princess Kira and Liam Carter on their journey to Earth. Outside the windows, stars stretched like rivers of light. For Kira, the view was breathtaking, but her heart was heavy with doubt and hope. She sat beside Liam in the ship's quiet room, watching him adjust to the new world they were about to reach. Liam smiled nervously. "Earth is not like Zaretha. It's noisy, crowded, and chaotic. But it's my home." Kira folded her arms. "I don't know if I can like it. It sounds ... overwhelming." Liam laughed softly. "It is. But Earth is also full of life and surprises. You will see." During the long trip, they talked more than they had before. Kira learned about Earth's traditions, its music, and its people's love for freedom and creativity. Liam listened to Kira's stories about Zaretha's peaceful forests and glowing nights. One day, Kira surprised Liam by asking, "What do you want, Liam? Not as an ambassador's son, but as yourself." Liam looked thoughtful. "I want to help make peace between our worlds and ... I want to be someone you can trust." Kira looked at him quietly. She had never expected to feel this way about a human. When they finally arrived, Earth welcomed them with bright lights and cheering crowds. The Earth Council had prepared a grand hall for their meeting. Leaders from many countries gathered too. Kira stepped forward and gave a speech that surprised everyone. "Humans are strange, loud, and emotional. But they are also creative, loyal, and brave. I see now that we need each other to face the challenges ahead." Liam stood beside her, proud and hopeful. But danger was not far. The enemy empire, the Zelari, was building a giant weapon in secret, ready to strike Zaretha and Earth. Back on Zaretha, news arrived that stealth ships had been spotted near the planet. The threat was real. Kira and Liam worked together with Earth scientists and Zaretha's leaders. They planned defenses, shared technology, and prepared their people for what might come. During this time, their bond grew stronger. They laughed at each other's strange habits, shared meals, Kira trying Earth's spicy foods, and Liam learning Zarathi, meditation and supported each other's fears and hopes. One evening, while watching the two moons rise over Earth's forests, Kira said softly, "Maybe marrying you is not just a duty. Maybe it's a chance for us both to grow." Liam smiled and took her hand. "I believe that too," but the enemy was ready to strike. The day of the wedding drew near, and with it, the final test of their courage and trust. The palace of Zaretha was quiet in the early morning light. But inside, Princess Kira's mind was loud with questions and worries. She could feel the weight of the coming days. The spy drone was only the start. Now there were secrets hidden. Deep inside the palace walls, Kira sat with Liam in a small hidden room beneath the crystal towers. The room was filled with ancient machines and glowing screens. Here they had found the royal archives, a place few Zarethia had seen. Liam's eyes shone with curiosity. "What is all this?" he asked, touching a screen that showed star maps and strange symbols. "These are the secrets of Zaretha's history," Kira said softly. "We keep knowledge here, safe from spies." Kira pointed to a file marked with a symbol of Earth. "Look, this shows Earth's new project. It's a powerful quantum shield. Can protect an entire planet from attacks." Liam's face grew serious. "That's why the enemies fear us. If Earth and Zaretha join, no one can harm us easily." Kira nodded. "But it is also why some here want to stop the marriage. They think humans cannot be trusted." Liam looked worried. "Are there people who want to harm me or your family?" "Maybe," Kira said. "That is why we must be careful." An alarm beeped softly. A guard appeared at the door. "Princess, there is news from Earth. Someone tried to attack your father's lab." Kira's heart stopped. "My father?" Liam's face went pale. "My father. Someone wants to stop our alliance by any means." Kira stood quickly. "We must warn the council." Together, they hurried to the main hall. Queen Valora and her advisors waited with tense faces. "The attack was small, but it shows the danger is real," the queen said. "Our enemies want to destroy the peace before it begins." Kira looked at Liam. "We have to protect your family and our worlds." Liam nodded. "I will do anything to help." Over the next days, Kira and Liam worked together. They studied the spy data, improved the palace's defenses, and shared stories about their lives. Kira began to see Liam as more than just a human. He was clever, brave, and kind. He listened carefully to her ideas and respected her traditions. One evening, while walking through the palace gardens, Liam said, "Princess, I want you to know something. On Earth, we are not all perfect. We make mistakes, and sometimes we fight. But we also believe in hope and change." Kira smiled softly. "I think Zarathi and humans are not so different." Their friendship grew stronger. But danger was closer than they thought. One night, Kira woke to a strange sound. She looked out her window and saw shadows moving near the palace walls. She alerted the guards and found Liam waiting. Together, they followed the shadows to a hidden chamber. There, they caught a palace official trying to send secret messages to the enemy. The official smiled coldly. "What? You don't understand. The marriage will destroy Zaretha's future." Kira stepped forward. "The marriage will bring peace. You are the one who destroys our future." The official was arrested. But Kira knew this was just the beginning of many challenges. Later, Kira and Liam returned to the archives. They studied the enemy's plans and found a way to use the quantum shield to protect Zaretha. Together, we can stop this war. Liam said. Kira looked at him with new hope. "Maybe our two worlds can truly become one." The morning light spilled softly through the tall crystal windows of the Zaretha palace. Princess Kira stood in the grand hall, her arms crossed tightly. Today, she would meet Liam Carter, properly the human boy she was supposed to marry. The idea still felt strange to her. How could a human so different from her people be her future husband? Liam waited nervously nearby, his eyes wide with wonder. Everything was new to him, the shiny floors, the glowing walls, and the strange shapes of the Zarathi people. He smiled politely when he saw Kira, but he felt small and out of place. His hands were sweaty, and he wished he knew what to say. Queen Valora stepped forward with a warm smile. This is a special day for both of you. It is the beginning of a new friendship, and hopefully, more. Kira rolled her eyes but hid her feelings. She was determined not to show Liam how much she doubted this marriage. "Come," the queen said. "Let me show you both around Zaretha." The queen led them. Through wide halls filled with light and art, Liam tried to keep up, his human legs moving as fast as they could. Kira stayed close, but kept her distance. She watched Liam's every move, curious and cautious. At one point, Liam stopped near a tall window and looked out. "This place is beautiful," he said softly. Kira glanced at him. "Yes, Zaretha is our home." Liam nodded. "I want to learn about your world. Back on Earth, we have many stories about the stars, but Zaretha feels like a dream." Kira almost smiled. Humans were strange, but Liam's words were honest and kind. Still, she felt unsure. The queen led them to the palace gardens next. The air was filled with the scent of glowing flowers, and soft music played from hidden speakers. "Here, you can relax," the queen said. Kira sat by a fountain, watching water float gently in the air, held by invisible forces. Liam approached carefully and sat beside her. "You seem quiet," he said. "I don't know what to think," Kira admitted. "My mother says we must marry for peace, but I don't want to marry someone I barely know." Liam smiled softly. "I get that. Back home, families decide who to marry to sometimes. But friendship can come first. Maybe we can try to be friends." Kira studied him. The boy was honest, and his voice was calm. She nodded slowly. They spent the afternoon talking about their worlds. Liam told stories about Earth's blue oceans, green forests, and busy cities filled with lights and noise. Kira described Zaretha's quiet forests, glowing rivers, and peaceful nights under 2 moons. Slowly, the ice between them began to melt. But not everyone was happy with this new alliance. That evening, as the sun set behind the mountains, Kira returned to her chambers. She felt tired but hopeful. Suddenly, she heard a soft humming sound from outside her window. She looked out and saw a small drone hovering near the palace walls. Its eyes glowed red. Alarmed, Kira reached out with her psychic powers and sent a pulse to scare the drone away. But it quickly returned. Her heart raced. Someone was spying on them. She ran to find Liam. "Liam, come quickly. There is a spy drone near the palace." Liam followed her to the balcony. The drone darted between towers, scanning the palace. "We have to stop it," Kira said. Liam frowned. "I don't know much about your technology, but I want to help," Kira thought fast. She extended her hands, sending a bright wave of energy that made the drone lose connection and fall to the ground. They picked it up together. "This is dangerous," Kira said. "Someone wants to learn about you and about our plans." Liam nodded seriously. "I want to keep us both safe." Kira looked at him and realized that despite his small size, he was brave and ready to stand by her side. The next day, Queen Valora gathered the royal council. "The spy drone shows we have enemies watching us. They fear the human alliance." Kira listened closely. Her anger toward humans was fading. She was beginning to understand the bigger picture. That night, Kira and Liam sat in the palace library studying the drone's data. Liam pointed at a map of the galaxy. "The enemies come from the Zalari Empire. They want to stop any peace talks. If we fail, war will reach Zaretha." Kira sighed. "This marriage is more important than I thought, maybe. I should try to trust you." Liam smiled. "And I want to learn how to protect your people." For the first time, Kira felt that maybe this strange human boy could be a true partner, but the road ahead was still full of challenges and surprises. Princess Kira stood by the large window of the Crystal Palace. Outside, the sky of Zaretha glowed with soft purple light. The tall towers of her city sparkled like stars. But Kira's heart did not shine. It was heavy with worry and anger. Mother, Queen Valora, had just told her something Kira did not want to hear. Something that changed her whole world. "You must marry a human," the the queen said softly, but with strong eyes. Kira could not believe her ears. A human? She shouted. Mom, why do I have to marry a human? Humans are strange. They are. Loud, messy, and so small. Queen Valora looked at her daughter calmly. Kira, this is not about what you want. It is about the future of our planet and our people. The galaxy is in danger. Two great empires are fighting wars far from here, but their battles will soon reach us. Kira crossed her arms. And I don't care about those wars. I don't want to marry a human just because of politics. Why not marry a Zarathi? Someone from our own people. Her mother sighed deeply. Because humans are becoming powerful. They have technology we never expected. Their world is strong, and their people are brave. If we join with them, we can protect Zaretha and keep peace. Kira shook her head. I don't want to be a political tool. I want to choose who I marry. I want to live my life. Why does it have to be a human? Queen Valora stepped closer. Because sometimes, to protect those we love, we must make hard choices. This marriage will build a bridge between our worlds. It will stop war before it reaches us. Kira's hands trembled. She felt trapped. But she was still a princess, and she knew she must listen. Who is this human? She asked quietly. His name is Liam Carter. He is from Earth. His father is a scientist working on important projects for peace, the queen replied. Kira frowned. Earth is so far away. How can I marry someone I have never met? What if he is nothing like us? We will meet him soon. In 2 days, he will arrive on Zaretha, Queen Valora said. Kira's mind raced with questions and fears. 2 days were not enough time to prepare. She wanted to refuse, but she knew it would upset her mother and the whole kingdom that night. Kira walked alone through the palace gardens. The flowers glowed with blue light, and the air was cool. But her heart burned with confusion. She whispered to herself, Why me? Why a human? Can I ever trust someone so different? Suddenly a soft voice answered, Maybe you can. Kira turned quickly. It was her younger brother, Prince Thal. He was smaller than her, but brave in his own way. You don't have to like the idea now, he said gently. But humans might surprise you. Kira looked at him. You don't understand. You are young. You don't have to marry anyone yet. Thal smiled. Maybe, but I want you to be happy. If this marriage is real, you should at least try to. See the good side? Kira nodded slowly, but was not sure. The next day, the palace was busy. Guards prepared the landing site for the spaceship coming from Earth. Servants polished the crystal halls. The news spread quickly. The human ambassador's son would arrive soon. Kira spent the day practicing her royal greetings, learning about Earth from old reports, and listening to her mother's advice. But inside, she still felt angry.
Ow.
Can I marry a human? What if he laughs at me? What if he thinks Zarathons are strange? That evening, Kira's best friend Lyra came to visit. Lyra was a fellow princess from a nearby planet, visiting Zaretha for a festival. Kira told her everything. I don't want to marry a human, Lyra. It is not fair. I want to be free. Lyra smiled kindly. Kira, humans are different, yes. But so are we. Maybe this is a chance to learn something new. Sometimes we grow stronger when we face what scares us. Kira thought about Lyra's words, but was still unsure. Finally, the morning came. The huge silver spaceship landed with a quiet hum. A tall ramp extended, and out came a boy with dark hair and curious eyes. Kira watched from the balcony as the boy walked carefully, looking around at Zaretha's strange but beautiful world. Queen Valora approached her daughter. This is Liam Carter. Soon you will meet. Kira took a deep breath and walked down the stairs. When Liam saw her, he bowed politely. Princess Kira, it is an honor to meet you. Kira studied him. He was smaller than Zarethans, his skin pale and his clothes simple. But his eyes were kind. She replied, Welcome to Zaretha, Liam. For the first time, she wondered if maybe, just maybe, this human boy was not as strange as she thought.